Picture this. You're sitting in an airport lounge watching planes taxi on the runway, and suddenly it hits you. In less than 24 hours, you could be practicing Tai Chi on a beach in Bali, watching fish swim lazily in crystal clear waters, or hiking through misty mountains on the other side of the planet. The world has never been smaller, and efficient air travel has turned what used to be weeks-long journeys into quick getaways that can completely transform your perspective on life. Today, we're diving deep into the art of maximizing your flying experience while minimizing your time investment. Whether you're a busy professional with limited vacation days or someone who wants to squeeze every drop of adventure from your travel budget, this video will show you exactly how to turn efficient flights into extraordinary experiences that will leave you refreshed, inspired, and hungry for more. Let me start with a story that changed everything for me. Last year, I had exactly 4 days off work. Most people would have stayed home, maybe caught up on Netflix, but I decided to test a theory. Could I fly somewhere incredible, have a meaningful experience, and return feeling like I'd been gone for weeks? The answer completely blew my mind. I booked a red-eye flight to Iceland, spent 3 days exploring waterfalls that looked like they belonged in a fantasy movie, and returned home feeling like I'd lived a month's worth of adventures. The secret wasn't just picking the right destination, it was understanding how to make every moment count, from the flight itself to those precious hours on the ground. The first game changer in efficient adventure travel is understanding flight timing like a chess master understands strategy. Red-eye flights might sound exhausting, but they're actually your secret weapon for time maximization. You sleep during the flight, arrive at your destination in the morning, and boom, you've gained an entire day without losing any vacation time. But here's where most people mess up. They think efficiency means rushing. Wrong. The most exhilarating short trips happen when you slow down and fully immerse yourself in single moments. Instead of trying to check off every tourist attraction, focus on experiences that engage all your senses. Take Japan, for instance. You can fly there, spend 3 days, and return with memories that last forever. But forget about racing between Tokyo and Kyoto. Instead, pick one neighborhood, maybe Shibuya, and dive deep. Find a local theater showing traditional performances. Wake up early to practice Tai Chi in a peaceful park with locals. Spend an afternoon in an aquarium watching exotic fish tanks that feel like underwater galaxies. The magic happens when you stop being a tourist and start being a temporary local. This mindset shift transforms even the shortest trips into profound experiences that rival month-long vacations. Now, let's talk about destination selection for maximum impact per hour invested. The key is choosing places where the journey itself becomes part of the adventure. Flying over the northern lights to reach Norway. Landing in Singapore, where the airport has indoor waterfalls and butterfly gardens. These aren't just travel routes, they're experience multipliers. Consider this strategy. Pick destinations with dramatic time zone differences in your favor. Flying west adds hours to your day, while certain eastward flights can turn a weekend into what feels like a week. I once flew to Morocco on a Thursday night, spent Friday and Saturday exploring ancient Medinas and hiking in the Atlas Mountains, then returned Sunday feeling like I'd been away for ages. The psychology behind this is fascinating. Our brains measure time based on new experiences, not actual hours. Pack your short trip with completely novel sensations, and your mind will stretch those memories into something that feels much longer than it actually was. Here's something most travelers never consider: the emotional preparation phase. Before you even step on that plane, start mentally preparing for rapid transition. Create playlists that match your destination's vibe. Research one specific local custom you want to experience. This pre-flight mental preparation allows you to hit the ground running instead of spending precious hours adjusting. Airport selection becomes crucial for efficient adventures. Some airports are destinations themselves. Singapore's Changi Airport has gardens, art installations, and experiences that rival many cities. Amsterdam's Schiphol has art exhibits and relaxation areas. Turn your layovers into mini-adventures instead of dead time. But here's the real secret sauce. Build buffer experiences into your tight schedule. What do I mean? Plan activities that can expand or contract based on your energy and timing. Instead of rigid schedules, create flexible experience frameworks. For example, if you're visiting a coastal destination, your framework might include beaches in the morning when you're fresh, followed by flexible afternoon options like hiking scenic trails or exploring local markets. If you find an amazing spot, you can extend your time there. If something doesn't click, you can move on without feeling rushed. The key to exhilarating short trips is intensity over duration. Seek out experiences that create strong emotional memories. Swimming in natural hot springs under stars. Watching sunrise from a mountaintop you hiked in darkness. Finding yourself alone in an ancient cathedral while evening light filters through stained glass windows. These peak moments become mental anchors that make your trip feel substantial, regardless of its actual length. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a life-changing moment that lasted 10 minutes versus 10 hours. It remembers the emotional impact. Technology can either enhance or ruin your efficient adventure strategy. Use apps to skip lines at major attractions, but don't let your phone become a barrier to authentic experiences. The goal is to eliminate friction while maintaining spontaneity. Book accommodations and major transportation in advance, but leave room for serendipitous discoveries. Consider unconventional accommodations that add to your experience rather than just providing a bed. Staying in a converted lighthouse, a traditional ryokan, or even an airport hotel with amazing views can turn necessary rest into memorable adventure. Food becomes another experience multiplier. Instead of eating familiar chain restaurants, seek out one incredible local meal that engages all your senses. Street food markets, family-run establishments, or even cooking classes can provide cultural immersion that photographs and guidebooks never could. Here's something that sounds counterintuitive, but works incredibly well. Plan one completely unplanned day. Arrive at your destination, get a good night's sleep, then wake up and decide your adventure based purely on how you feel and what draws your attention. This spontaneous approach often leads to the most memorable experiences. The return journey deserves as much attention as the outbound trip. Use your flight home to process and solidify your memories. Write in a journal, organize photos, or simply reflect on what you experienced. This mental processing helps your brain categorize the trip as significant, making it feel more substantial in your memory. Weather becomes less of a concern when you embrace adaptive adventure strategies. Rainy day in Paris? Perfect excuse to spend hours in an amazing museum or cozy cafe. Unexpected snow in Rome? Experience the Eternal City in a way most visitors never see. The most exhilarating trips often include unexpected elements that become the stories you tell for years. Cultural activities that might seem simple can become profound when experienced with limited time pressure. Watching children ride carousels in a foreign city park, observing local artists doing face painting at a street festival, or attending a community theater performance in a language you don't understand can provide insights into humanity that no guidebook could capture. Budget considerations for efficient adventures differ from traditional travel planning. You might spend more per day but significantly less overall due to shorter duration. This allows for occasional splurges that would be impossible on longer trips. That helicopter tour, fancy restaurant, or unique experience that seems expensive becomes reasonable when divided across a shorter time frame. Safety and practical concerns require different strategies for quick adventures. Pack light, but smart. Bring versatile clothing that works for multiple scenarios. Research basic local customs and key phrases. Have backup plans for transportation and communication. The goal is confidence through preparation, not paranoia through over-planning. The compound effect of regular short adventures can be more transformative than occasional long vacations. Instead of waiting months or years for that perfect extended trip, embrace the power of frequent mini escapes. Your perspective broadens gradually, stress decreases regularly, and you develop a more adventurous approach to everyday life. Quick adventures also provide excellent testing grounds for longer future trips. That weekend in Thailand might reveal your love for Southeast Asian culture, leading to future extended explorations. Or, you might discover that certain destinations work better in small doses, saving you from potentially disappointing longer visits. The most efficient flying adventures combine careful planning with intentional presence. Know your logistics cold so you can forget about them and focus entirely on experiencing whatever unfolds. This balance between preparation and spontaneity creates space for those magical travel moments that make any trip unforgettable. Remember, the goal isn't to see everything or photograph every moment for social media. The goal is to create experiences that expand your understanding of the world and yourself, regardless of whether you have 3 days or 3 weeks. If this video has inspired you to start planning your own efficient adventure, like and subscribe for more great ideas on flying to magical destinations. Comment below and let me know about your experience with short but incredible trips. What destination transformed your perspective in just a few days? Your story might inspire someone else's next adventure.